in Tourism University. So I will be talking a little bit on Brunei Darussalam. But first of all, welcome to Brunei Darussalam, what we call the abode of peace. Okay, first slides, you can see some of the pictures of tourism destinations that is available in my country, right? Um, so today, I am from Laksamana College of Business. I'll be talking in relation to tourism, right? So the outline of the presentation today, I'll be talking first is the introduction of Brunei Darussalam, where is Brunei Darussalam located, and so on. And next, I'll be talking in regards to tourism industry related in the country. Lastly, I'll be talking about tourism human resources in Brunei. So welcome to my presentation. So Brunei Darussalam as introduction. So as you can see in this picture in the slide, you can see Brunei is just a tiny country located in Borneo Island, right? So maybe we are very small, but we are a very happy country. We are bordered to Malaysia and Singapore as well as Indonesia. We also have Philippines, if you see on the right side. Okay, so we are in the middle of slight maybe 2% of Borneo Island as a whole. So if you do not know where Brunei is located, which is not to my surprise, is located at the red, you can see, right? Small country. Is divided into 4 main districts. Okay, we are about 2% of Borneo Island. Okay, so Borneo Island, even though it is the 3rd largest island in the world, we are only located at the northwest of the island. Okay, border in you can see here, right? This is bordering into both of Sarawak and Sabah, as well as at the south of Borneo Island is all Indonesia, right? So we are a tiny country. Even though we are small, we are actually 10 times larger than Singapore, right? So Brunei Darussalam is made up of 4 main districts. So currently I am at the Brunei Muara district, okay, populated area, and most of our tourism spreads around 4 main districts, okay? We have next our Tumburong district, which is also our rainforest district. This is mostly our pristine rainforest, and this is where you go for things like camping or glamping in this case. Also team building activities. This is also where you see all the wildlife animals. You can see some snakes, spiders, monkeys. Also next we move on to Tutong. Okay, so it is about 30 minutes now because we have our newly built bridge. We also have Tutong, okay, which is about 30 minutes from our city center. Okay, and lastly, and I think is the most important district, okay, gas district. So Brunei is heavily exporting oil and gas as a means of income for the country, or for the growth of the. Although we rely heavily on our primary resources in terms of oil and gas, but in terms of still a growing, or it is still a growing industry. Okay. The tiny nation, the island of Borneo, in 2 distinct sections surrounded by Malaysia and South China Sea. It is known for its beaches, biodiverse rainforests, and much of it, obviously, is protected within the reserves of our country. So here you can see the picture here. This is located at our main tourist destination in Tumburong district, right? So if you come into Brunei, you must go to this tourism destination, right? Of Brunei Darussalam is called Bandar Seri Begawan. Okay, so Bandar means city, and Seri Begawan is the name of His Majesty's late father. So it is actually named under the 28th Sultan, okay, which is the current Sultan's father's name, right? It's home to the opulent Jami Asri Hasanah Bolkiah Mosque and its 29 golden domes. If you see this picture on top here, okay, this is our main mosque, our Sultan Mosque, okay? These are
Okay.
29 golden domes. If you see, yeah.
Please speak slowly. Okay. It's too fast.
Okay. I will speak very, very slowly. Sorry. Um, okay, where was I? We are at here. If you see the Jami Mosque on the top picture, okay, this is our mosque. Okay, mosque is where you pray. Okay, because in Brunei we are a Muslim country. Okay, so 90% of the population of Brunei is all Muslim. Okay, are different religions. We have a Chinese temple as well here in the country or in the capital city. Okay, so the mosque is the sign of Islam in the country. Okay, if you see this picture, you can see the golden domes, gold plated domes. Okay, real domes. Okay, you move down here, the picture in the capital city. This is where our Sultan, our king, our prime minister, our president lives. Okay, it is the residence of the current Sultan. This is the main entrance of the palace. Okay, you can go into the palace if you're asking. Okay, only during Hari Raya or Eid or after the fasting month, you can go into the palace for free. Okay, you can visit and you can shake the hands of the queen and the king. Yeah, it's good. So we usually get a lot of tourists coming into our country during this time because they want to meet the royal family. They want to meet and greet the royal family, right? Information. Okay. Population. As I told you earlier, the capital city of Brunei Darussalam is called Bandar Seri Begawan. Okay. We have a population of about 400,000. So even though we are larger, 10 times larger than Singapore, our population is much smaller. Okay. So not even half a million. It's 400,000. That's including foreigners and then expatriates working in the country, right? So in terms of currency, okay, we measure it based on Brunei Darussalam or Brunei dollars, right? National holiday is considered as our Independence Day, okay, for on the 23rd of February in 1984, National Day. We also have other public holidays like our King's birthday is our public holiday as well. Okay, the main language that we speak here in the country is called, right? So Bahasa Melayu is similar to what Malaysian and Indonesian would speak. Okay, but in our education system, based on primary school, high school, secondary school, and up to university, we speak apply for scholarship, government scholarship, for example, you have to speak English. Okay, so come into the country when you come into tourists, especially come into the country, they can speak. Okay, so tourism student, okay, and the tourist is very important for you to learn another language, right? You would probably have basic English language skills, okay? Okay, not only in Brunei, if you go to things like places like Malaysia or even Indonesia, okay, you can speak this language, English language, I mean. Okay. So moving on to our next slide. So in terms of political information, we are a monarchy. Okay, monarchy meaning to say that our country is run in terms of sultanage, okay, or based on sultan. Okay, democracy, so which means that we don't vote for people. The sultan passed the throne to the which means that Head of state, our president, our prime minister, our Ministry of Defense, Ministry of Finance, as well as the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, is head by the current Sultan, okay, which is called, his name is Sultan Hassanal Bolkiah Muizzaddin Wadawah, right? So, like I said, which is the head of state as well as the head of government, right? Our Sultan is also considered as the president as well as the prime minister, okay? Brunei Vision 2035. Okay. We as a country would strive for highly educated, skilled, and successful of life. Okay, is the quality of life and improving the standard of living that is among the top 10 nations of the world. Okay, okay, the economy is that is capable of creating quality employment opportunities for the citizens. Okay, I here in my presentation, okay, even though we export 90%, 80 to 90% is oil and gas, but tourism industry as well as agriculture industry, either fishery and so on, plantation, is still in the development stage. Okay, um, Brunei Vision 2035, right? So we have three main goals. So out of the three main goals, we divide them, okay, into six main thrusts. Okay, of the highly educated and skilled population. Okay, second is the high quality of life. Third is the conducive business environment. Okay, fourth, economy based on education. Thrust five is the good governance and government modernization. And lastly is the high quality and sustainable development. Okay, the high quality and sustainable development infrastructure. Recent years, we worked together with companies from China that we built, that the government give one island, one big island, okay, for the economy, which is called, which is a company called Hengyi, right? So they built a big oil refinery center in the country, right? A vision of 2035 of Brunei, okay? So direct investment coming into the country to help the economy of Brunei, okay? Next. About regarding Brunei. So next, I will talk about more in detail of the industry, tourism industry of Brunei, right? So the vision of tourism industry of Brunei Darussalam is to create a sustainable related to tourism. So we want an increase of tourists into the country, okay? With our economic activity country. Okay, like I mentioned earlier, 80 to 90% of the country's economy comes from oil and gas. Okay, but is a non-renewable energy. Okay, so which means that in the future, right? So what is we want to country, right? The mission is to increase growth in the number of tourists by focusing on and improve.
Professor Anna?
Yeah.
We cannot hear you. Hello?
Hello.
I'm sorry, we cannot hear you. Please address your earphone.
Maybe there's some internet problem with you. Can you say something again? Because
Hello, can you hear me?
Now it's okay. Yeah, now it's okay. You can continue.
Now it's clear? I'm sorry. Yeah, can I continue?
Yeah, you can continue.
Okay. So the tourism industry in Brunei, our main vision and our main mission is to increase the number of tourists coming into the country. That's our main mission. Okay, it contributes to the economy of the country.